When an individual hears the word frame, more often than not one thing comes to mind: the pieces of wood, metal, or plastic outlining a picture of memories in our lives. But framing is not something that you just set on a nightstand. There's a quote that says, "Pictures never change, but people in them do." While observing a photo, have you ever wondered what the people in the back were doing, or who took the said photograph? Maybe by coincidence you do, but a majority of people probably wouldn't have the slightest idea. Because of framing, we as individuals are forced to highlight just one part of a whole scene. The two topics we will focus on are ones that people may not automatically define as framing, but we will observe these ways in which they are indeed part of a framing theory. Language is an interesting approach to learning about framing. A definition by the University of Twente defines framing as a quality of communication that leads others to accept one meaning over another by connecting language with a picture that can change the meaning of a particular picture. A perfect example to look at is the cultural phenomenon of lolcats. If one were to simply look at a picture of cats with no text, the viewer would simply think of how cute the cats are, or if you're a dog person, how gross they are. By adding text to the picture, the entire meaning changes. The cat is no longer simply an animal, but now has thoughts, motives, and jokes. We are going to examine the same picture of a cat inside a tissue box 2 times with 2 different captions. The picture is of a small cat inside a tissue box. When you add text, it implies that the cat accidentally got stuck inside the box and needs help getting out. We can remove the words, and again, it is just a cute cat. However, if we add another caption, it completely changes the meaning by implying that the cat meant to be inside the tissue box in order to make an individual's allergies worse. The picture changes with every caption given. This shows how language can change the framing of a picture. Words have such a strong effect on framing because, like Walter Lippmann said, we do not see, then define, we define, then see. Illusions help us see and understand what is around us. TV and pictures are where we see most optical illusions today. TV is just millions of pictures moving so fast that our brains think we're actually seeing movement. In pictures, we see faces and landscapes, but it is really tons of little dots to form a whole photo. Optical illusions can be understood as framing because the photo is manipulated in order for our eyes to view it as multiple things. The creator of these illusions has carefully crafted the image to trick our eyes into seeing different objects. We can argue these as framing because as the viewer, we are being told what to see and how to see it. According to dictionary.com, an optical illusion is a perception of a visual stimuli that represents what is perceived in a way different from the way it is in reality. In this image, what do you see? Do you see a woman? Or do you see a jazz musician? At first glance, you probably saw one or the other, but now you probably have seen both. To frame is to select some aspect of a perceived reality. In both of these examples shown, the reality of the picture has been shifted by the frame to change the viewer's understanding. A viewer may interpret a photograph in one way, but from these frames we are forced to understand it the way the creator has chosen.
Merry Christmas, happy holiday.